What I've learned over the years is to not focus on what other people think. You shouldn't be doing things for other people. You should be doing it for yourself. You should be doing it for God to glorify Him. That's anything in life. If you want to go to the NBA, don't do it to show the haters wrong. Do it because you love the game. Because if you don't, then it will ruin you. From my personal experience, I'll tell you. When I was little, when I was in seventh grade, eighth grade, I had a sprained ankle and I couldn't play. I told the 18 coach, hey, look, I sprained my ankle. I can't play. I was already scared. He's like, I don't care. Sit down. Sit down. And I was the starter for the B team. Well, that was the 18 coach. And then the B team coach came in and he's like, what's going on with Joshua? And he's like, I don't know. He's nothing. And then when I heard that, it just like echoed. It felt like it echoed. He's nothing. He's nothing. And for the next 2 years, I made it my purpose to prove him wrong. To show him that I am something at this sport. That I am the best at what I do. To prove him wrong. Show him how good I really am. Instead of just for loving the game. And when I got to a certain point, I was crying when I'm practicing, doing everything aggressively, and everything at the center was evil. It was anger. It was envious. It was jealousy for seeing how he treated the 18. Instead of just because I love the game. Instead of to glorify God. And I tried to lie to myself that it was because I wanted to serve him, that I was doing it for him. But it wasn't. Now, it might be hard to tell if at the center it's about him or not, or if it's about your desires, then it's probably not, because that's the same way it felt for me. Now, the way to stop that is to completely throw away that ideology. To completely throw away everything that they did to you. Forget it all. Forgive them and forget, because that's what Jesus would want you to do. That's what he would do. That's what God would do for you. Remember, we're representing him, not ourselves. See, you can have all the world, but what is it really if you lose your soul? I had countless of people tell me I was bad. And I used that as motivation. I remembered everything they did. And this is going against the stream. This is going against what everybody think is right, using that as motivation. Don't use that as motivation. Don't use that as motivation, because then you're gonna lean on that instead of God. You're going to say that's the reason instead of God, and because you love the thing that you do. If you want to go play sports, play sports. But don't do this for other people. You're giving up your life, your time Time is more than money. Time is worth more than money to prove them wrong. You don't gotta show anything to anybody. Nobody but yourself and God. You know what you do behind doors. That's all. That's great. That's all that you need. The satisfaction that you should feel on that court is knowing that, hey man, I really did something. Not, haha, I showed you. It's evil. It's all evil. It's all bad. That's not what God would want you to do. Wipe them clean. Imagine them in front of you and say, look, I forgive you. In spite of everything you said to me, I forgive you. In spite of the mean words you said to me, I forgive you. In spite of what you treated me, I forgive you. And I love you. Say it. I love you. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Because if you don't, you're not going to heaven. Remember, this life is way shorter than eternity. Look at them in their eyes and say, I forgive you. And let them go. Let them go. Every single one of them. Look at them in their eyes and say, I forgive you. As hard as it might say, if they did something to you as a child, if they said something to you as a child, if they hurt you as a child, if they beat you, if your parent beated you, forgive them. Let them go. Because it's only going to hurt you. It's not going to do anything. The end of this is not going to do anything. You're wasting your time. Time is more precious than gold. Don't waste your life for a split second to prove some hater wrong, some guy wrong. Forgive them, because that's what Jesus would do to you. If you don't forgive him, he's not going to forgive you. If you don't forgive those people for what they did to you, Jesus is not going to forgive you on Judgment Day, because you did not treat him as yourself. You did not treat him as yourself. You should treat him how Jesus would treat you. Be like Jesus. That's in anything in life. Let God handle it. I know it might be hard. It might be really hard. Trust me, I know. But it'll ruin you. You might not see it yet, but it will ruin you. And you're better than that. They punch you, give them the other cheek. Love them. Don't be the bad guy. Kill them with kindness. Make your enemies your friends. See that Jesus was a perfect man and everyone still hated him. Jesus was a perfect man and everybody still hated him. What makes you special? What makes you better than him? There's going to be people that's going to say crazy things to you. If it happened to Jesus, it's going to happen to you. It's bound to happen. Kick the dust off your feet. Kick the dust off your feet. Leave it in the comment. Kick the dust off your feet. Follow for more.